Vitali Klitschko, the current mayor of Kiev. Vitali Klitschko has an impressive history. About 10 years ago, he viewed the boxing ring as his workplace, where he defeated many opponents. Despite his formidable reputation, Vitali always maintained a dignified behavior, refraining from insulting his opponents even when they were rude. However, he would not tolerate disrespect towards himself, and he dealt with such challenges accordingly. Today, we will discuss a particular incident where Vitali took severe action against a boxer who showed disrespect. This incident refers to the legendary fight between Vitali Klitschko and Shannon Briggs. The events I'm about to describe occurred in 2010, a time when Vitali Klitschko and his brother Vladimir dominated the heavyweight boxing category, successfully defending their titles and preventing any challenger from claiming the throne. While Vladimir defended the IBF, IBO, and WBO titles, Vitali held the WBC belts. Shannon Briggs, a bold boxer from America, became Vitali's fifth voluntary defense to the Klitschko brothers' reign and was regarded as a genuine threat to the Klitschko brothers' reign. Briggs had a reputation for delivering brutal knockouts and didn't hold back in expressing his intentions to end the brothers' dominance over the heavyweight division. However, when the fight between Vitali Klitschko and Shannon Briggs was officially announced, the American boxer went to great lengths to provoke his opponent. He crossed the line during press conferences, displaying disrespectful behavior towards Vitali and his family. On October 16, 2010, a historic boxing match took place between Vitali Klitschko and Shannon Briggs. This particular fight is widely recognized as one of the most one-sided beatings in boxing history, where Klitschko demonstrated his dominance over his challenger. Right from the start, Vitali Klitschko showcased his superiority, leaving no doubt about who the better fighter was. His powerful right punches swiftly wiped the smile off Briggs' face and diminished his initial bravado. As the fight progressed, Briggs found himself increasingly helpless against Klitschko's onslaught. The American had little to counter Klitschko's relentless combinations of right hooks and jabs, which ultimately caused Shannon to stumble and lose his balance. Upon the fight's conclusion, both fans and experts unanimously concurred that an immediate stoppage was necessary. The sheer volume of missed punches made it evident that the situation was escalating towards a detrimental outcome. However, disappointingly, neither of the boxers' corner nor the referee considered intervening. Consequently, Briggs endured the remaining rounds of the match, essentially becoming a punching bag for Klitschko's live demonstrations of power. Klitschko emerged triumphant over Briggs, with an overwhelming score of 120 to 105, and twice with scores of 120 to 107. This resounding victory served as yet another testament to Klitschko's unrivaled prowess, showcasing how empty bravado fails to pose a threat against him. It reaffirmed that those who dare to challenge him will inevitably receive their just deserts. Regrettably, Briggs' fate took a severe turn as he was promptly admitted to the intensive care unit following the bout. Medical professionals conducted a thorough examination on Briggs, revealing several severe injuries. Their diagnosis included a fractured nose, a fractured left orbital bone, and a torn bicep on his left arm. Astonishingly, Briggs later disclosed that he had sustained a bicep tear as early as the first round, but chose not to disclose it, driven by his determination to continue the fight. Consequently, he endured the remainder of the match with only one functional hand, which undoubtedly contributed to his lackluster performance. The defeat took a heavy toll on Briggs, as evidenced by his prolonged absence from the ring for over 3 years. It wasn't until 2014 that he made his return. Interestingly, in a separate narrative, Briggs would go on to torment Vladimir Klitschko, the younger brother of Vitali Klitschko. But that story belongs to a different chapter. In 1999, Vitali Klitschko achieved his first heavyweight championship by capturing the WBO title through a knockout victory over Herbie High. This triumph came during his third title defense, having previously faced Chris Bird. However, fate dealt Klitschko an unfortunate hand, as a shoulder injury compelled him to withdraw from the fight in the latter stages of the 9th round. Despite leading on the scorecards, his forced exit resulted in the loss of his title and his undefeated record. Undeterred by this setback, Klitschko embarked on an impressive streak, securing 5 consecutive wins. This remarkable series of victories positioned him for a notable challenge, an opportunity to vie for the world title against the esteemed British boxer Lennox Lewis in 2003. The clash between Klitschko and Lewis proved to be an intense and closely fought encounter. Once again, Klitschko found himself ahead on the scorecard. However, at the end of the 6th round, the referee made the decision to stop the fight. The reason behind this intervention was a significant cut on Klitschko's face, which deemed him unfit to continue competing. Subsequently, Lewis chose to retire from professional boxing. Within a year of Lewis's retirement, Klitschko faced Corey Sanders for the vacant WBC heavyweight title. Demonstrating his tenacity and skill, Klitschko emerged victorious with an impressive knockout in the 8th round, thereby claiming the coveted title. In the 7th and 8th rounds, Corey Sanders found it increasingly difficult to land impactful punches on Klitschko, while Klitschko maintained a strong and steady performance. Following just one successful title defense, Klitschko chose to temporarily retire from professional boxing. However, in 2008, he made a remarkable comeback, ending a 4-year break from the sport and returning to the ring. In his comeback fight, Klitschko successfully regained the WBC title by stopping Samuel Peter after 8 rounds. Following this victory, he was on a streak of 7 successful title defenses and was now preparing for his 8th defense. On the other side, Derek Chisora, the challenger, had recently become the British heavyweight champion in May 2010 by knocking out the experienced Danny Williams. Additionally, Chisora added the Commonwealth title to his name by defeating Sam Sexton. 4 months later, Chisora sought a fight against Klitschko's brother Vladimir. However, due to a torn abdominal muscle, Vladimir withdrew from the scheduled bout set for December 11, 2010. Subsequently, the fight between Vitali Klitschko and Derek Chisora was rescheduled for April 30th, 2011. However, this date was also cancelled to accommodate Vladimir's match against David Hay, which took place on July 2nd. Natalie Klitschko had a prior commitment to fight Thomas Ottoma, leaving Chisora with no option but to face the mandatory challenger for the British title. Seeking another opportunity, Chisora decided to challenge Robert Helenius of Finland for the vacant Europe Heavyweight Championship, and the fight took place in Helsinki. Although the match ended with a split decision victory for Helenius, some viewers strongly believe that it was an unjust decision and that Chisora should have been declared the winner. Despite this setback, Vitali, the reigning champion, agreed to defend his title against Chisora in their upcoming bout. Chisora, unfortunately, faced significant criticism for his conduct during the pre-fight weigh-in. Moreover, he caused further controversy by punching Vitali in the face during their intense face-off, leaving many people unhappy with his behavior. Adding to the controversy, Chisora spewed water in Vladimir's face while he was in the ring shortly before the fight commenced. Chisora's performance in the fight showcased his exceptional agility and skill in maintaining control over his opponent. He cleverly utilized his footwork and technique to land powerful blows on his adversary, primarily targeting the body to inflict significant punishment. One particular round that stood out was the 12th, where Chisora's abilities were on full display, impressing both the audience and critics alike. When the final bell rang, the judges rendered their scores 118 to 110, 118 to 110, and one judge controversially scoring it 91 to 11, all in favor of Klitschko's victory. The outcome clearly indicated that the fight had predominantly been one-sided, with Klitschko asserting his dominance throughout the match. Despite this, it is important to acknowledge Chisora's commendable toughness and resilience, as he managed to give Klitschko his most competitive bout since his defeat against Lennox Lewis back in 2000. Chisora's tenacity and unwavering spirit should not be overshadowed by the overall result. Furthermore, Chisora's performance in this fight allowed him to join an esteemed group of fighters who have successfully gone the distance and completed all 12 rounds with Klitschko. Chisora's remarkable accomplishment in enduring the challenges presented by a highly skilled adversary like Klitschko highlights his exceptional stamina and ability. His outstanding performance in the fight has significantly bolstered his reputation as a resolute and talented boxer, earning widespread praise from fans and experts alike. Chisora's ability to face such a formidable opponent with unwavering determination has garnered immense admiration within the sport. His display of resilience and tenacity throughout the match further solidified his reputation as a formidable contender. By earning the respect of the boxing community, Chisora demonstrated his capabilities as a talented athlete who can face formidable opponents with unwavering determination. Please do not forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any videos about the boxing legends of the past. See you next time.